I wish now to introduce our second roundtable, Country Scope, Dynamics of a Hyper-Connected Entrepreneurial Ecosystem of Bahrain. Our moderator, Ferio Nas, High Commissioner for Bahrain and the Country Director for our WBAF Country Office. Ferio was the chairwoman and founder of the Bahrain Entrepreneurship Organization, as well as the chair for BizGrow Incubator and Accelerator. She is also a joint committee member for the Bahrain Chamber and the Supreme Council for Women. Ferio, please, I see that your panelists are with us. Please, I'll turn the floor over to you.
Thank you, dear Lucy. Thank you for the introductory. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. I would like to welcome you all today to this roundtable, Country Scope, Dynamics of Hyper-Connected Entrepreneurial Ecosystem of Bahrain, as part of the MENA Summit, and thank to Mr. Babers Altuntas, Executive Chairman, WBAF, for his support and efforts of bringing us all together under this amazing WBAF global platform. 18th to 20th of February 2021 is an angel investment week, and we would like all the stakeholders and decision makers to join us to make this as a successful week. It is my honor to be the moderator of the roundtable today, organized by WBAF Bahrain Country Office under the umbrella of WBAF World Congress 2021. Today we are going to discuss this very important subject as there are 582 million entrepreneurs in the world according to the World Economic Forum in 2020 report. Bahrain ranked as 38th out of the 137 countries and third in the GCC in the Global Entrepreneurship Index in 2019, published by Global Entrepreneurship and Development Institute. SMEs account for 30% of the Bahraini economy with up to 6,335 enterprises. And they represent almost 98% of the total CRs in Bahrain. So they are the backbone economy, the backbone of the Bahraini economy. The potential number of angel investors is 4 million, and we will be talking today about the Bahraini entrepreneurs ecosystem, which will be presented by high-level speakers and stakeholders as they have their own inputs in supporting the Bahraini ecosystem in the Kingdom of Bahrain. I would like to present a small brief about our high-level speakers and stakeholders, and then we will start by having 3-round questions for each speaker, and we will end it up with a general question that will be answered with all our high-level speakers. We have Her Excellency Sawsan Kamal, Member of Council of Representatives. Dr. Sawsan launched her career in the medical field in 1995 after graduating from the Arabian Gulf University with distinction, held a position of a consultant psychiatrist at the Ministry of Health in Bahrain. With 20 years of experience from 1997 to 2017, she managed to establish a single-person company for consultation and self-development in 2017 after an early retirement with a momentum and an intention of spreading preventive psychological measures and a positive life within a community. A current member of the parliament at the Bahrain Council of Representatives following her win of 2018 elections, an active participant and presenter in various scientific conferences and workshops locally and internationally related to psychology and inner peace. A very big welcome to all of you, our high-level speakers today. And thank you so much for giving us your time today. We will move on to Her Excellency Sawsan Kamal. Dear Sawsan, would like to have a small introductory from you about the Bahrain Council of Representatives in general and about your role.
Yes, thank you, Faryal.
Very
Um,
short.
Lovely. I will just talk in general a bit about the council. Well, just talking about the democratic system in Bahrain, we do have the two councils or chambers, which is the Council of Representatives and the Council of Shura. Each of it has 40 members. The Council of Representatives, which I am in, is voted, free voting and free election. So, and the Council of Shura is appointed by His Majesty the King. So we do work together in putting proposals and laws and legislations, in addition to some amendments in the old legislations. We do work together with the executive authorities as well, in cooperation and coordination to put plans for all the projects, whether social, economical projects in the kingdom. So basically, as I told you, the legislations, we work in together. So we can put proposals as urgent proposals and get the feedback, quick feedback. Like, for example, in the COVID-19 situation, we did put many urgent proposals for the benefit of the startups and to support them financially. In regard to the usual proposals, we did put as well many for supporting them as uh, we are a number of entrepreneurs actually in the Council of Representatives. So we do have a lot of background about the system and what we do need. So we have put some proposals which support the startups and entrepreneurs in the coming future. Um, in addition to that, we do have meetings with the BCCI, which is Bahrain Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We have a joint committee for which we discuss the challenges and how we can sort them together and brainstorm together with the members of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as they are the more expert in the field. So we do have to have joint and regular meetings to discuss the upcoming issues. Together with that, of course, we do have a committee, which is the financial committee, and it deals with the budget and the kingdom's budget and the projects in general. So we try to put in our thoughts for them to support us as well in terms of helping the startups and entrepreneurs to get hold in the market. Thank you for your.
Thank you, Sawsan. I think it was a good introductory, and having a joint committee between the policymakers and the private sectors and the startups and entrepreneurs is a very important thing, and at least their voices and their problems and issues and challenges can be discussed. And I'm sure you are doing a great job in that. We will move on to dear Sawsan. Back to the Bahrain Council of Representatives. We have you have gave us a brief about what you are doing in the council, but maybe if you have a special programs, what programs does Bahrain Council of Representatives provide to support the entrepreneurial and startups? Do you have any special program that you are doing or you are working on, despite of the or a part of the policy makers? Is there any special program that the council is working on?
Well, dear Faryal, currently there's no like a certain program that we are working on, but it's as I told you, we are trying our best to see what exactly is in need in the market or for the startups, and we put it as a proposals. So I'll just give you like two examples, and later I'll go to the decree number 64 of 2020, which will give a more scope on what we are talking about, the vision of the kingdom. Now, for example, two proposals. One of them was to put in start a medical incubator for the newly graduated and trained doctors. And this is to help to reduce the unemployment in this sector. So what we are trying to do is find out solutions to cover up the unemployment and reduce it in the kingdom. One more example, for example, we are also proposing for Tamkeen certain proposals. One of the proposals that I've put in is using the old houses which we have in the whether in the capital or around to transform them into like cafes or restaurants, boutiques, with the support of Tamkeen, to put them in a very traditional designed, which goes with the tradition of the kingdom. So even startups and entrepreneurs might be interested and get the fund, and it will help as well to keep the shape of the capital as a traditional site. Now, coming to the decree number 64 of 2020, His Majesty the King, as he has the vision of a 2030, and as Dr. Hashim mentioned, and making, starting from Kingdom of Bahrain as a lab, the decree number 64 of 2020 says establishing the Hope Fund to support youth projects and initiatives. And it says in the article number 1, a fund shall be established to support youth projects and initiatives called Hope Fund to support youth projects and initiatives, and referred to in this decree by the word fund. Now, I'll just go through it a bit because it will show a bit. Like, the fund aims to invest and support youth projects and initiatives, take care of Bahraini youth, and promote investments in the youth field. The fund carries out all the tasks and powers necessary to achieve its goals, and in particular, it has the right to do the following. Number 1, establishing companies and contributing to their establishment and coordinating with the concerned authorities to provide the necessary funding sources for that. Number 7, carrying out investment and youth projects and generating revenues to develop and support the youth sector in a sustainable manner. 8, highlighting the achievements and accomplishments in the youth field and motivating them with rewards, prizes, and other means of material and moral encouragement. And 9, contributing to the establishment and development of non-profit youth projects and coordination with government agencies in charge of implementing programs and projects in this field. So in this vision, like the Majesty the King has started this fundraising Hope Fund to support the youth projects. I think from here, this is a base as well to encourage us all to put in more proposals and help and put hand in hand, as Dr. Hashim mentioned, to support each other and get a fruitful outcome out of this all. Thank you, Priyal.
Thank you, Dr. Sawsan. Thank you so much for the information. We will move on to Dr. Sawsan. As a parliament member and as a psychologist, how pandemic environment affected psychology at the entrepreneurs and the Bahraini entrepreneurs and in the region. From your point of view, just a very quick question, a quick answer.
Yes, dear Faryal. Well, definitely.
Messages from Lucy, because she's telling me we have to wrap up.
Yes. Well, I'll make it brief. Actually, definitely COVID-19 has affected all, psychologically, definitely, and everyone is trying to cope with this challenge. Now, I just want to put a note here as a psychiatrist, and to have more success stories and to make it easier for everyone to face this challenge if it comes in a new form in the future. I would like to add, in addition to this ecosystem that we are having, we're having resources, we're having funding, we're having it all, but personal development is a must. Like this person, once he starts his startup, he should know exactly what is his passion, what are his capabilities, and his uniqueness about how to be a unique entrepreneur and not to copy others. So exploring the self is a must before initiating this startup. There are many questionnaires, many skills that that can be implemented for the person to explore himself. And then we have to have like follow-up groups to sustain their enthusiasm and their energy to be more positive, because throughout the journey there are many challenges. So they do have to have a very supportive group of specialized people, let's say, not only in one focus of business and funding, but psychological support is a must. Thank you for letting me, giving me this chance to say this note. Thank you so much.
We need a session together for that.
Thank you. My pleasure for all.
We will move. I think we are running out of time, and I need to end this round table. Thank you so much. I mean, you all did a lot of a great job here today, and I hope this round table will come up with some insights about and what the Kingdom of Bahrain is doing to enhance the entrepreneurs ecosystem with collaboration of the private sectors, corporates, UNIDOs, and the stakeholders. Financial inclusions and angel investing in the Kingdom of Bahrain can develop the sector and take it to the next level, as it is an important tool for supporting startups and entrepreneurs along with our government. This post-pandemic is a very difficult time for everyone facing this post-pandemic challenges, and we should unite together to support and enhance the startups and entrepreneurs, especially through this amazing WBAF platform. So I would like to thank our chairman of WBF, Mr. Bebers Altontas. Thank you, Lucy. And thanks to all our amazing speakers today. You have added a lot, and you made it a success today. And I hope we meet you in future events. And we are looking forward to work with you in the WBAF Bahrain country office to support the ecosystem in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Thank you, WBAF, once again for this opportunity to talk about our beloved country, the Kingdom of Bahrain. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Fariel, to you and your amazing esteemed panelists. You know, after listening to this roundtable, it's easy to understand how Bahrain was ranked among the world's top 5 fastest growing ecosystems by the Global Startup Ecosystem Report. Congratulations on the amazing work you've moved ahead as the WBAF country director, Fariel.